Good evening, Kringle Kim here. Welcome, welcome. It's August 23rd, 2018, and it's another beautiful evening in Arizona with rain and wind, and now our washes are flooding out. So I hope everybody driving around is safe today here in the Phoenix area. And I was looking at we've had, let's see, 76 new verified members join us today. So that should help the price, or, the price of our TBC coin, plus the number, we're getting closer and closer to those numbers. But with 10,000 people on send button meetings, I guess 76 paid wallets, verified members. We need to up the numbers. Come on, guys. Let's each do one every day. If 3 million of us did one every day, we'd already be at, like 9 million every day, and then 9 million. Anyway, it goes exponential on and on and on. So, what is TBC Kringle? Kringle is a private digital currency embraced by the Billion Coin community. For our private agreement, Kringle has a significant value today and will only increase in value with each new member that joins us. And we have 76 new ones. Yay! Kringle is completely detached from the public coin market and the currently established scarcity-based monetary system. Kringle is based on abundance, not on artificial scarcity. Those who choose to join the TBC community understand the TBC vision and mission of reaching 1 billion members and ending poverty globally. They also understand that in order to achieve our objectives, our members must be proactive in learning from our educational blog and sharing Kringle via our cash flow system. Together, we can achieve abundance for all with honesty and integrity. And that is it. Together, we can achieve abundance for all. So we are all members together of a peer-to-peer private community, and it's a very special membership. And we have been shared with, and now it is our turn to share with others. And that is, and you're not just sharing a gift of cryptocurrency, you're teaching them about a new way. Like I know on many of the things a lot of people are talking about lately, how the internet used to be. That wasn't so long ago. That was only 25 years ago that we all first learned about the internet. Now, if you're younger than that, you probably won't, but it was a total new learning curve for us all. Because I remember back in the 80s, there was no internet and you had to do your own programming on a computer. Anyway, it's all good that we're here in this day and age, and now you don't even need a computer anymore, really. You just need a very smart smartphone. You can do everything you need to do on your smartphone. And what used to take up the size of an entire room is now on a silicone chip, and it's probably an original computer, takes up about as much space as a millionth of a dot. And that's the way we hope TBC Kringle grows too, from very tiny beginnings to 1 billion members. So today I would like to go over again too, third-party calling and edification. And when you are sharing, this is can be a very influential thing in a way. But we share with our friends and family, and they know us, and then they're like, "How do you know it's real? How do you know it's true? How do you know it's going to work? Why?" And when you have another person, and it can be your sponsor, or it can be somebody else in TBC Kringle that you know, or it can be, you could be the third-party edification for one of your downline, one of your recruits. So what edification does is you already have a trust with your friend or your family or your recruit or whoever it is you're sharing it with. And there's trust there via your friendship or your knowing each other. And that's, when you are sharing somebody with you that you don't know, it's always good to get to know them first so that, know their name. Call them by their name. People like to hear their name. Find out, are they married? Do they have children? What do they like to do as hobbies? You can even ask them if they have a job or where do they work. This helps people feel comfortable that you're actually interested in them personally too, which I hope we all are interested in everybody we talk to personally. But, they're not just a number, but they're somebody. You get to know, like, and trust each other. So now we know you have this relationship with your prospect. And then you also will have a relationship with your your expert. The blog calls it the expert. Actually, this blog is from August 16th, 2018. So if you want to go look it up on the Kringle Cashback Office, it's 3-way communication builds trust while groups destroy confidence. So anyway, you will have an expert, and that expert is successful, knowledgeable, helpful, and fun. So hopefully all our sponsors are successful, knowledgeable, helpful, and fun. And if they aren't, then find somebody else in TBC that is. There's lots of people on the broadcasts that are doing broadcasts that would like to help you. I'm sure if you ask, there will be a lot of people that will be willing to be your expert. And then you're going to have get on a call together, or you can get together, and your expert is going to edify you, which means edify you and edify TBC Kringle. And they're going to explain a little bit. The thing is, we're going to keep it really super simple, right? Keep it super simple, KISS, with 3-way party calling and edification too. So the expert's going to kind of know these things. Building TBC Kringle is building a new financial system that is private for members only. From the ground up and within our abundance-based concept, all of our members will become wealthy as either millionaires or billionaires. Our offer is simply this. For $110, any new member will ultimately become a millionaire or a billionaire, and their TBC Kringle coins will become fully liquid and 100% spendable once we have matured into a fully developed TBC Kringle economy that is global. Where else can you turn $110 into millionaire or billionaire status over the next 1 to 2 years? Now, it is good, part of the cash flow system, that they buy a $100 purchase. But what I really like them to do first is make sure their admin wallet fee is paid, that $10. And like I've talked about before, that has to be paid in Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum. So when you go, help them go to their account in their Kringle Cashback Office. And if they don't have any of those themselves, then go to the cash centers and find a cash center near where they live, or if there is none, if they can PayPal with another cash center or close by or something. Maybe that may be in a different area. At that point, you'd have to use PayPal or something in order to buy the Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum. Anyway, and then after they do their broadcast and everything, you want them to, they don't want to do a broadcast, I guess you could have them do the $100 right away. They just won't get as much cookies to redeem for TBC. But anyway, yeah, $110, that would be the major investment. And that will make everyone a millionaire or a billionaire. And right now the price is currently over $8 million for a coin. So even if you just have the gift, I think the gift is worth about around $2,000 right now when it's redeemed in November for TBC. And that, as we keep sharing and getting members verified, their wallets paid, that amount will go up and up and up. I know when I started, I had 50,000 cookies and they were only worth $70 in USD. And now they're worth around $4,000 in USD. So that's gone up. That's a very good investment. And any better than any investment I've had in many, many, many years. So now I want to address the subject of how powerful three-way communication is, having made that important clarification. Also, I will explain the dangers of building groups. TBC prospects and new members faced a mind-blowing paradigm shift when they come into our TBC, when they examine our TBC offer. First, we present a gift of over $2,000 in our somewhat new digital money. That by itself is mind-blowing. You're actually going to give me this much money? Yes. That's when people start to, this is almost too good to be true. But it is true. And to test its validity, new members want to immediately spend it before they have taken the needed time to understand our money and the new financial system we are rolling out over the next couple of years. So they do receive the gift. It's around $2,000. It is not spendable at this time, but I tell them to look at it like an investment, and by the time they can spend it, it's going to be worth a whole lot more. So they don't really want to spend it right now. I know many of them need it, but in a way, I tell them then you buy the $100. You can't redeem your gift until November, but if you buy $100 worth of TBC from your sponsor or another person, a trusted seller or a trusted seller they partner with, that you will earn some cookies and you will also have some TBC in your wallet. Now you might want to let that accumulate a bit, but then they can start, how they can make cash if they want, is they can sell their TBC to earn some cash in the present. So redeemable cookies as the initial gift stops them from following through on the desire to immediately spend their gift, and allows our community the opportunity to take more time needed to fully explain our fantastic offer to these new members. But are we dropping the ball at this critical junction? Many of those actively recruiting within the TBC community haven't fully grasped what our TBC offer is, and in many cases have superimposed a distorted version of the TBC offer based on what they think or understand it to be on their prospects and new recruits. And the result can be discouraging for both the prospect recruit and their sponsor. Three-way communication is by far the best way to straighten out this situation. We want all of our new members to be excited and not left with a feeling of discouragement. An excited member is a member ready to learn and do our system that leads to success. Three-way communication is time-tested and a proven strategy, which leads to positive results in income. And this has been used in a variety of business opportunities worldwide. So, you probably don't realize, but you do third-party calling and edification, maybe not calling, but edifications every day. Whenever we go to a restaurant we really like, or a movie we really like, or anything else we see on the internet, we might share it on Facebook because we really like it. Well, when we do any of those things, we're edifying that movie or that restaurant or that cool thing you saw on Amazon, or like I said, a really funny video on Facebook. That is all edification. And so that's what we're doing here. You're having an expert come in and you're going to have them edify you and TBC Kringle to your new prospect. So let's see. Let's go over the 3 parties in the diagram in the poster. There we are. I'm sorry I am unable to do screen sharing on my computer. It needs to be fixed. So there in the diagram, you see you, your prospect, and the expert. For best results, the TVC expert should have a firm grasp, oh, little shadow there, should have a firm grasp on what our real TVC offer is all about and possess in-depth knowledge in that regard. But knowledge about TVC is not the most critical thing to have as a TVC expert. Cash flow is the most important thing. The experience gained in achieving regular cash flow is really what sets a TVC expert apart from those that just think they are TVC experts. Make sure you have teamed up with a fully qualified TVC expert before you start 3-way communications with your prospects and new recruits. A great place to find a TV expert is among our active broadcasters. Interview a few of them and select one of them to be your partner, your personal TVC expert. Some of them even offer cash flow coaching services. Your prospects will already have a certain degree of trust with you. They are your connection. Many of your prospects will gladly accept our wonderful gift of cookies from you. Make your best effort to get them signed up and get the gift into their hands. And then again, they have the scripts that you can use to lead to great success in gift giving. So, and those are, let's see, June 26, 2018, and updated prospecting scripts. And I encourage you to go to the to the education tab on your Kringle Cashback office, and go to the education tab, and then click on there's a little magnifying glass there, and put in 2018 6/6/26 and updated prospecting scripts. And you can look at them online, or you can print them off. And there's scripts for the text, the email, like your friends and family in person. As soon as it is possible, introduce your new recruit to your TVC expert and edify your TVC expert, meaning that you'd say that you trust and believe in the TVC expert because they are a successful and helpful member of TVC in a 3-way communication. Decide ahead of time with your TV expert, meaning that you'd say that you trust him. Let's see, sorry. Decide ahead of time with your TV expert which medium you will use to conduct a 3-way communication. It can be 3-way calling on your phone, or it can be the 3 of you on a private video meeting like Skype or whatever. Today we have so many choices available to us as we communicate globally when it comes to the mediums of communication. Match up the best times of day to have these 3 ways. And here's the thing again. Naturally, these 3 ways can fill up a TVC expert schedule, so don't expect more than 5 minutes in this 3-way when you do them. And again, keep it super simple. After probably about 5 minutes, that's all people can take in at one time. Then it gets to be too much. And I am guilty of that sometimes, running at the mouth and having too much. But yeah, just, 5 minutes, say the most important things in 5 minutes, get the main points across. So you're going to take no more than 5 minutes in this 3-way when you do them. The TVC expert will ask the new recruit a question or two to get them talking about themselves. And then briefly explain our TVC offer as I did above. And then the TV expert should edify you to your new recruit. And we all follow a proven system that works. The TBC expert will then ask the new recruit if they will commit to following our proven system by following your lead. If your new recruit has not yet found that they respect you, then by the time your TBC expert has edified you in front of them, they will have gained a greater respect for you. And it's interesting, but sometimes it's our families that, not that they disrespect us, but they don't believe in us as much as somebody else. Some call this the edification game, but it is not a game. This is serious business we are doing here, and we want your new recruit to respect you enough to follow in our TBC system. Now that's how a three-way works the proper way. So here it is again. Here's you, here's your prospect, and here's your expert. So you're going to edify your expert. You're going to set up the three-way. You're going to take no more than 5 minutes. And before ahead of time, you're going to decide with your expert how you're going to do the three-way, whether it's in person or probably best telephone or text or Skype or something like Skype. I guess if y'all have iPhone, you can do FaceTime. But then you're going to edify your expert to your prospect, and then your expert's going to edify you to your prospect. And it will be a three-way communication of edification. So multiple three-ways with the same new recruit is okay, and encouraged to make that new recruit a solid member of our TBC community. And of course, you know, a goal of like sharing maybe with one person a day is a good goal, you know, not just going and signing up zillions of people all at once, but because then that you have time to spend and really explain everything to that person and make them feel like, you know, that you care. I mean, I find follow-up is one of the most important things. Yes, it's important to share it with them, but it's even more important to follow up and know that they understand. You'll find as you do these three ways over and over again, you will pick up on the buzzwords that work and light people up into action. And you will need to do less and less with your three ways with your TV expert once you get the hang of it on your own. And you have a steady cash flow coming in, and it is the proof that you know what you are doing. I've made huge incomes doing three ways and other ventures. And I know when I had my business, it was a referral business. Well, what is a referral business? I would do a good job for one of my clients, and then they would refer me or edify me to another person and say, no, you know, Kringle Kim, you can trust her, you know, and she'll do a good job for you. And really, that is the best way of growing your business. I know there's all kinds of advertising, advertise on Facebook, do this, but I found the really best way to grow your business is to share with one person and then, you know, teach them well, and then they will know how to go with share somebody else. And before you know it, you'll have a downline. You won't even know the people, but that's cool. So now let's talk about the danger of setting up a group of any kind. One of two things are likely to happen in any group you set up. Either trolls or misguided members will poison your team in it and create a bunch of time wasting drama and grief. Or due to a lack of activity in the group, your team will start to conclude that nothing is really happening in TBC and lose interest in pursuing it. Both are terrible outcomes. I have dedicated a number of posts with this blog to address the harm trolls can bring into our community through Facebook. I suggest you look those up. But WhatsApp and Telegram groups, as well as Messenger chat groups, can be just as bad. It is almost impossible to train enough watchdogs to protect an active group around the clock. Any social media admin of a group is bound to have these kind of troubles. So consider this a fair warning. The worst thing that happens when the admin themselves are a TVC troll, well, they better watch out. Fury builds up and karma will have her way. Train your team to just avoid most of these groups altogether, and you will enjoy some peace of mind. Gathering people in person in meetings can also be dangerous if you don't know how to manage it properly. I've seen more than one leader fall from grace when they fail to put in safeguards needed for the meetings. And I guess, we've been talking about, okay, it says here, finishes up, lead by example, be the highest cash flow earner, and be honest and have integrity at all times. Be kind. Look for the best in other people, and really get to know them. And that's why I think groups too, I like working with people individually or maybe 2 or 3 at a time, but you can't spend the time you need with each person in a group. And if there is one, say, troll, or somebody comes to, has a negative attitude that comes to your group meeting, because I've seen some of the other group meetings that people have, some of them have been on the broadcast, but one person like that negative person can, create grief for you. And then sometimes there's kind of a mob mentality. and especially in something like this, where it's a brand new thing that people aren't used to before. Rumor has it, blah, blah, blah. They hear things, they go on the internet, they read things. Of course, there's bad and good about everything on the internet. I mean, anything. It could be, anything on the internet. You're going to have somebody, being negative about it. So I really actually don't like to do much on Facebook either, because I like to, even if I don't know them in person or never met them, I like to communicate with people over the telephone, not just email. I like to follow up with a phone call as long as they have time, or a text. And it's just those personal touches, that make everyone, including myself, feel special. And I just wanted to put that out there. If you are new to TVC Kringle, and that's perfectly, you don't understand everything. It's a lot to take in. And that's why we like to keep the 3-way edifications more than 5 minutes. You can only learn so much every day. And as long as you're taking baby steps to learn something new every day, that's cool. And until you do understand a lot of what's going on, yes, please make sure you call an expert. And that not only gives edification to you, but it also gives edification to TVC Kringle and our mission and what it is we hope to achieve for everyone. So I know if you watch the broadcasters, I think I put my email underneath here. Or there's many broadcasters that have been doing a lot of broadcasts that probably understand it really well too, if you need an expert. So I wish you good cash flow, and I wish you success in sharing the mission of TVC Kringle and the gift. And I hope you have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day. And good job to all of you that are sharing. I'm so proud of you, and thank you very much. And this is Kringle Kim signing off. Good night.